Hello everybody, I'm Alfred, and the video we're about to check out is actually the movie trailer for The Railway Children Return. So let's check it out.
Oakworth! This is Oakworth!
This looks like England, the country section. Very Europe looking environment.
Well, I'd like to welcome you all to Oakworth.
We'll stay together no matter what.
Honey, just look at their little faces. I was brought here from London when I was a little girl, and it was a big change.
Look at all the stars you can see. Let's play a game. Hide and seek.
Coming! Ready or not?
Hello?
Germans!
Someone in the hideout. Soldier or spy.
He's in there.
So obviously this is a children's adventure like I kind of expected, but this kinds of children adventure that do not have adult supervision, it belongs in a different category, and it's kind of like Famous 5, even though there are parents around and adults around. It's like there's a mystery, and for some reason perhaps the adults don't take the children seriously when they report, because they see certain clues or something, and then the kids go off on their own and end up investigating and get entangled in a completely crazy adventure that is above their head, so they are going to be dealing with a situation that is kind of mature for them to deal with when it comes to the complexity. Is the kind of adventure that will be given to an adult, a grown-up that can comprehend the politics and the intricacies of and also the danger, so this belongs in that kind of Famous 5 kind of class, and it has its appeal, not just with children, but those who are young at heart.
Stay back.
Are you German?
This is unfortunate. This I was not expecting. So the kid that they found, the person that they found, I was thinking it was an adult, so this takes things down a notch, because now it's also a child or a young person that is around their age, that is the probable spy or unknown, or has whatever story that comes with him.
No, I'm on your side. Hamid. I can't talk about it, but I'm on a secret mission. If you tell anyone, you're putting me and yourselves in danger.
What if the capture's hiding him? We can't give him up.
There's also the wokeness of this nonsense. So you are telling me that these children, because this is apparently set around the World War II era, and of course they want to play with all the Nazi this and that, you want to tell me that these children in Europe believe that somebody of African descent was chosen to be a spy for the British Army, and infiltrate the Germans? This is the problem with wokeness. Wokeness always creates very crazy situations, from doing silly things like Denzel Washington playing Macbeth, and making Lady Guinevere, somebody of African descent. All this craziness, you are tampering with certain very important realities in history. Certain things have to be true. This is crazy. It's like this basically changes so much about history. It does, because the reality of the matter is that those of African descent were not looked upon favorably. They were treated basically worse than Jews. Then you want to put somebody of African descent in this kind of situation. How does it make sense? You are tampering with history. It's like, if someone makes a movie about Nelson Mandela and Nelson Mandela is white, would you like that? What sense would that make? If someone makes a movie about Martin Luther King, for example, and they make Martin Luther King white, how do you feel about that? How would that even make sense? So this is just sad that they had to, they felt a need to put an African, someone of African descent, and that means that probably this is an African American. Understand the relationship between America and Britain during the Second World War. It was not good, and Americans were not going on tours to Britain, and those who were dark skinned in Britain at that time, it was a very unfortunate time for them to be in Britain, because it was even a very unfortunate time for white people to be in Britain. How much more somebody of African descent? Then to create this kind of craziness is so sad.
There's soldiers everywhere. They might find you.
I've got an idea, but we need everyone. We want your help.
It's classified information. It's more than my life's worth.
What are they doing?
Bobby should know. You think Phyllis wasn't forever telling me about your childhood antics?
Not antics, action.
We need to go. It's now or never.
You've got to be joking.
You want to get on that train, don't you?
Go, go, go!
This is as fast as it goes. It's a tractor. Now.
You can make a difference. There's always hope.
Friends are special. They're with us, side by side.
And this kind of situation, trying to bring a love story between two teenagers, these are the kind of things that should be avoided. But of course, Disney is obsessed with sexualizing children, and that is why, of course, they are pushing for the bill, in Florida, that is clearly, states, sex should not be taught to children in kindergarten, and just that is very little children, and I believe it is very early grades, but the mainstream media twisted it around and called it the Don't Say Gay bill. There's nothing about homosexuality or gays even in the bill. There's nothing about gays, LGBT. What it just does is that teachers should not teach kids of that age, anything about sex. Interestingly, it does not cover grades above that, like for example from grade 4 and above, all those all those other grades, which is also very young. They still get taught about all the wokeness and all the LGBT and all of that. The bill does not ban it, but it just bans you telling very little children, who are still learning how to spell television, who have not even heard about photosynthesis, much less be able to spell photosynthesis, yet you want to teach the children about sex and transgenderism and lesbianism and homosexuality and all of that, so it's unfortunate that is how things are, and that is what Disney is about, and that is what it pushes. But let's keep watching this trailer. So that is that. Let me just, for clarity, to understand the complete situation, let's look at the Internet Movie Database synopsis. Fully a group of children who are evacuated to a Yorkshire village during the Second World War, where they encounter a young soldier who, like them, is far away from home. So I'm guessing those soldiers we saw, those were British soldiers, who were stationed, all around the place, for protection and to ensure, to actually watch out for spies and all of that. So the whole thing of an African American being in that, or somebody of African descent being in that setting and being alone, there's only one person of African descent in that movie. Let us use our common sense. If there is a war and everybody is one race within a place, and then you bring in only one person of another race, how odd and awkward is it? Especially when you want to insinuate you are looking for spies. So there's so much to be said, the desire to be woke destroyed this entire movie. Interestingly, you know, done properly, they could have put somebody of it will be difficult. It will be difficult because it will now have to mean a lot of creativity in the department of telling lies, you know, for them to make something that will actually explain why somebody of African descent is in that kind of situation, is in the finds himself in the middle of the country, region of Britain, you know. It's just crazy. But that being said, if you like to be a part of, you know, taking the entertainment industry with the gospel, reach out to us on Alfred.vip. If you are listening to this, you've not given your life to Christ, go to Alfred.vip, click the salvation prayer link in the main menu. When you are a page, you come out as a prayer of salvation. Say that prayer telling God you want to become a Christian and begin your work with God. Now, if you want to start your movie studio, cartoon studio, video game studio, don't bother with the price and, you know, how much it will take. Just take the first step. When you take the first step, you see you can take a second and a third and a fourth and another and another and another. Those are the steps of faith. So get started. You know, reach out to us on Alfred of VIP. We'll be glad to help you along the way. Thank you and God bless you.